This is Rangast, and we'll be starting a new YouTube channel here, focusing on Let's Plays and grand strategy gaming. Starting particularly with Crusader Kings 2, I'm going to be doing several Let's Plays in this game. Obviously, if you have any suggestions on other types of Let's Plays, please leave them down below in the comments, and we'll take them under advisement. Obviously, if I can get the rights to them, I will do them. So, Crusader Kings 2 is a dynasty simulator developed by Paradox, who also created Europa Universalis series, Victoria 2, Victoria 1 for that matter as well, Hearts of Iron, that series. Just so you guys know, I do have all the DLC enabled here in the game, or purchased. The one I do not have enabled, however, is Sunset Invasion. I don't really want Aztecs coming over halfway through the game. I very rarely play with that DLC enabled. So, I'm going to be starting the early Middle Ages on this Let's Play. I'm going to be playing as the Byzantines. I'm going to go to Custom Game Setup, Independent Realms. I'm going to be picking, over here in Constantinople, Basilius Constantinos of the Byzantine Empire. Alright, so I'm going to be trying to roleplay through this. I don't roleplay too much in this game, but I figured, why not? I may as well give it a shot, see what happens. I am not going to enable Iron Man. The reason I'm doing that is not because I'm going to save scum, necessarily. I really don't do that. The only reason I'm not checking it is just in case I record a video, and then something happens to the video, and I can't post it. I can go back and I re-record from the point that we last had save. That otherwise, there'd be a gap, and you guys would be confused. And it wouldn't be nice, and yeah. So I'm going to leave that disabled. So, without further ado, let's get going here. Right, so, this is my character here. Good stats, good traits. So, because he has the Zealous trait, I'm not going to try to drop the Iconoclast Faith, which is an event that the Byzantine Emperors have in the start. If through event Zealous gets dropped, we'll reassess, we'll see what happens. Kind of play it by ear. So, I think, first off, because his trait's so low here in learning, he does have that Zealous trait, he's going to want to focus on that learning. So I'm going to go Theology here. Give me a bump. Should, once I start the game, it'll bump it up by 2. It'll also allow me to come over here and go on a pilgrimage. Go to Jerusalem, reason being, farther away you go. If you hit a certain distance point, you actually get a second event that'll fire. So that'll allow you to either pick up a trait, gain some prestige or piety, that. Ambition. Gaining 5 gold. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go for the gold. Assume that all my counselors are probably the best for each field. Yep, it does look like it. Alright. So I'm going to have groups, collect taxes, scheme, and try to convert capital here. What do I want to do with my Chancellor? Opinion box over here? Yeah. Here, really don't like me. He does not like me. You know what? No. Half here for traits of cruel diligence. I think with the cruel, I think it's safe to say that he'd probably be willing to start fabricating claims and trying to gain more tracts of land. So I'm going to try to, in addition, having the Duchy of Thrace here, I'm also going to try to pick up Adrianopolis. Now, I can create some titles, however, I'm not going to right now. I don't tend to create kingdom-level titles. In this case, it would be viceroyalties, because I have no interest in getting super kings or anything out there. Until later in the game, when having dukes just becomes too unmanageable with my vassal limit, which for the Byzantines is already really high, so it does take a while. Duchy of Majorca, it's 2 counties. They're both controlled by the same guy. He already likes me quite a bit. I'm not too worried about him at the moment. If I need a prestige boost with him, or an opinion boost, I'll create it and grant it to him. But without further ado, let's get going. I'm going to start the game up at speed 3. Yep, okay, just waiting for that to fire. So we're off on our pilgrimage, and my son here is my regent. Stop to make camp near a bridge by a river crossing with other pilgrims. You observe a group of builders working on a new bridge just upstream. You walk up to them and see that the arches of the bridges are already half completed. The master builder notices your interest and walks up to you and offers to tell you about the construction techniques they are using. So, pull up my stats page here so I can see what's going on. So I can either try to gain 1 learning, get a 30% shot of that, or go for the proud trait. I think since this focus is already on learning, we're going to go for that one. And it worked. Alright. So really for this I'm shooting to get up to 9, that way when I drop, or I'm sorry, 10, that way when I drop the theology focus, it'll be at 8. Made it to Jerusalem. Apparently there wasn't quite enough distance there. 20 piety, that's always good. Go for, okay, live my life as other men do, navigating its rocks and obstacles, doing my best to achieve success in my endeavors. Still, everything we do takes place in light of Jesus. Must take care lest the influence of the devil comes into our lives. I think I should ponder this more deeply. Just first off, I gain 30 piety, which will help my opinion with my church vassals. Also, another learning. Alright, and that is over. The next thing I'm going to do here is get a bit more wealth, or prestige. Speed this up a bit. Nice start. Declare war on. That's right, just about everybody in this start that's around me. Okay. Pause here really quick. Check him. How many allies does he have? He's got 1. I believe it's way up here. Yeah. What? Yeah, let's try to take over this over here. Only raised 2.74. He's already involved. Or he's trying to subjugate Bavaria. Alright, well, gonna rough shot over him. Consolidate some forces here, and I'm also going to drop levies in these territories that islands. And I'm not really planning on raising ships right now, just for this. And I mean, yeah, I could probably do this just exclusively with troops for my demands, but I'm not really going to. Ooh, good. Great. Perfect. I just fabricated a claim here. So let's move him over to Philippopolis. Sorry, I just hit the mic. So let's move these guys up over here. Down by 6% every 12 days, 6.1. But here's 6.2. I'm getting quite a few of them converting to Iconoclast. Like Magyars are war with me. Oh, that's that. Oh good, I've got a friend. Apparently he's a little on the slow side, but apparently he's really good at plotting. He's also paranoid. Yeah, this guy seems like a good friend to have. You know, he kind of learns a little bit. A little slow. He's ambitious, I'll give him that, but he's arbitrary, envious, and paranoid. Yeah, that's just the type of person I'd want to be hanging out with. Of course, we got a peasant revolt. Try to take care of this really quick, and then we'll go nip that in the bud. Peasant revolts at least are easy enough to crush. Great. Imperial court has distinguished himself with advisors, though they're usually jealous, kind, and loath to admit redeeming qualities in others, and they cannot deny the promise of this young man. Very well, bring him before me, cleaning floors and watching over with. Oh, yeah, I'll take him. Kyrios. Kyros. See what this guy looks like. Name. Oh, why though? Alright, so, moving down here, 8.4 on this one. Alright, so I just inherited here. If you've never played as the Byzantines before, especially since they introduced viceroyalties, you now have this feature, well, obviously called viceroyalties, that are basically either duchies or kingdoms that, instead of being inheritable, they just immediately revert back to the top liege. So, in this case, to me. So, this guy here, who apparently was my father-in-law, he just died. Bad news, because he's also my Mystikos. That means that I can assign this to anyone. I mean, I could technically hang on to it, I could give it to someone way over here, but I do try to keep it the duchy capital. So we've got this guy here, Count Gregorios. Gregorios. Okay. Grant him the viceroyalty. So you see over here, I can also grant it as a landed title, and that would inherit, but I don't want that. I don't want them with power for themselves. There. Right. Now all these guys are underneath him. That. Okay. Son number 2. It's just come of age. I'm going to marry him for this claim here. I've played the start before, so I know exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be claim on the a weak claim on the Empire of Francia. Yep. Just cost there. Plant him. Build purple. Great martial stewardship and learning. Educate him. Now what? I'm gonna go with it. And this is the only downside to having these viceroyalties. You are constantly constantly getting these notifications that such and such person has died, and you've inherited their lands. Oops. No. Now, the good news is I just picked up Philippopolis. Bad news is it put me into the red. So, someone's accused my vassal of heresy. And my court chaplain. He doesn't seem to be a heretic, so I'm gonna go with I'm sure he's not. I don't see any reason to believe that he is. Go in here. We'll pick up some gold there. 13 gold. Alright, that puts us back temporarily into the red. Or into the black, rather. Off this war in the next couple of minutes. No. Call him. This army over here. Either gain honest or deceitful. I already got the brave trait, the diligent. Cruel, though. Deceitful. Bonus to intrigue. He already seems like he's really into intrigue, so let's see if I can... Yep, alright. Perfect. You know what I mean? You're just constantly picking these things up. Actually, I just picked up the county. Alright, Gender, male. Prison, no. Married, yes. Ruler, no. Religion, my... Has a claim... Annapolis, I don't think... Hey, alright. So it looks like I just went from skilled tactician to brilliant tactician. Even better. Finish this guy off. Ace the stack. Almost there now. Hmm. 86%. 3%. Right. Ally coming in. Birding. Battle. Faction popping here. Lower Crown Authority over here. I'm going to send my costs. Deal with it. It's like my son just had a daughter. Should be enough to put us at 100. Yep. Okay, so I am going to... Peace. Force demand. Going to... this, which normally pops up as a betrothed can be wed. Well, anyways, I'm going to stop now. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, feel free to comment. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys tomorrow.